let's move on now to the Philadelphia Eagles rookie preview, where Ryan and we will break down why one rookie from this year's draft class will have the biggest impact on the team's performance in 2023. But before we do that, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and also ring the bell to get notified when we create new content. Ryan and we have a goal of getting to 2,000 subscribers by the start of the NFL season, which is just a few weeks away. So any subscription will help out in reaching our goal. We will also have a bunch of new content coming out before the start of the season. And when the season starts, we will be doing a fun season-long competition where we will predict every single game. So you're going to want to follow that competition by subscribing and ring the bell. That is the easiest way to get notified when new videos are created. And Ryan, let's get into it here. So he was the main talk, I think, outside of the quarterbacks in the entire offseason, like up to the draft. And that's going to be Jalen Carter as well. We debated back and forth if there should be somebody else potentially. You mentioned more Ojimo, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I'm just kidding.
I mentioned Nolan Smith, actually.
No, that's who you mentioned, actually.
Yeah.
I think, and you had a fair argument, but it's Jalen Carter, I think, has that ceiling of what we all like. There were legitimate talks and could have absolutely seen it if he would have gone first overall, but we all know everything that happened off the field. I'm glad all that stuff got cleared up, and I'm hoping that his rookie year is not really bothered too much by that. I think he's in a great situation to have great leaders around him. Also, it seems like one of the friends that he played with, was on the battlefield with at UGA. And if he can pan out to be that guy, that potential first overall pick that we all know of, he's easily going to replace Javon Hargrave. He'll easily be able to slide in to Fletcher Cox's position and then pair up with his buddy Jordan Davis next year once Fletcher Cox retires or whenever he retires. And so he's just going to be he's the biggest question mark, I think, for this team, because in general, the stuff that they did lose, they were able to replace very efficiently and also have a lot of good young talent, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But Jalen Carter is the one. He's replacing Javon Hargrave, and that's going to be the big key to watch, see how he develops and see what impact he brings to the field.
Yeah, and that, for me, I think if Jalen Carter lives up to his potential, he could be the better version of Javon Hargrave.
Mm-hmm.
And considering what Javon Hargrave was in that defense last year, that's a pretty scary thing to think about. And then I think you throw in the addition of Nolan Smith, the fact he's played with Nakobe Dean, Keely Ringo, and all these Georgia players over the last few years that they've drafted.
Yeah.
And I know people joke the Philadelphia Bulldogs, but historically over the last 2 years, the Georgia defense has been the best in college football, and the Eagles are just taking the elite players from that group and putting them in the NFL together.
Well, I think legitimately from Georgia's first national championship that they won, there's 5 starters on this defense.
Yeah.
There's 5 of those starters. Like, it's half of the defensive starting line.
Yeah.
So it's and maybe they'll get another one.
Honestly.
In next year's draft. So it really is like kind of fun to watch, kind of see how this team develops, because it'll be the true testament on how great that Georgia team was. And especially then, too, I think it was the year before that or 2 years before that was the LSU offense, which then we off all the guys that are in the NFL also. And so, and it's honestly, it's not a bad strategy as well, because then if you go and look at the success that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have had, it's like, well, that's like there is that chemistry that has already been built there. There's that friendship that just learning how to communicate can sometimes take a really long time, and they've had that for several years. So it's going to be interesting to watch. As of right now, he is currently second on the depth chart behind Jordan Davis. I feel like he's, if anything, they will be rotating the 3 of them with Davis, Fletcher Cox, and Jalen Carter. But I wouldn't be surprised actually if there's a lot of Jalen Carter and Fletcher Cox, especially on like regular situations or like more passing down situations or something like that.
Yeah, no, they're going to have a healthy rotation. I mean, that I guess is the beauty of the riches that they have, is like all 3 of those guys would be starting and playing 80-90% of reps on other teams, but they can rotate them in and out so those guys stay fresh all throughout a game. And so I expect them to have a healthy rotation, but like you said, I think Jalen Carter, there's a easier path to watching him get a significant amount of snaps, because they literally just have to teach him the Javon Hargrave's role. And granted, that's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, it's not hard.
But,
Hey, just be Javon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just go get 13 sacks or something. No, he has a really similar skill set. I think they just need to put him in similar situations, and he'll be successful. He is so talented. The only reason that he made it all the way to 9 was simply by the fact that he had a couple off the field issues going into the draft.
No, yeah, it was 9.
They traded up from 10 to 9 with the Bears. So, but yeah, he was the most talented player in this class, and they got so lucky to get him all the way down at pick 9.
Oh yeah, and especially worth it too is you obviously want both first rounders to hit, but if it wasn't for their trade, I believe it was with the Saints, right? Yeah.
No, it was with the Bears. It was the Bears.
No. On how they got that pick.
Oh yes,
Overall pick. Yeah. It's you're just playing with house money right now. Because even then, if you would have told me that they just got Nolan Smith with a 30th pick overall, that'd be a good first round pick. But now they got both of those guys, so you obviously want him to succeed. There's other guys potentially that they could have taken there, but he's too good to pass up. And I really think that he's going to bring another level to this Philadelphia Eagles defense.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video here. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on who your favorite Eagles rookie is going to be to watch in 2023. And other than that, we will see you guys next time.